Hey there, Stan Shields here with another Spotlight interview. This is our Network Las Vegas Spotlight interview that we do with some of the local charities that are around town. And each month we have a live event in that we will spotlight and highlight really one of the local charities. And so we're going to do just that today. We're going to talk to a representative from Three Square. So just hang tight with me for a minute. But first, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you for wherever you are and whenever you might be watching this. So if you're a replay viewer, we appreciate you coming back and watching the replay of this event. I am the vice president with Network Las Vegas. And so Network Las Vegas is a networking organization here in Las Vegas. We meet on the first and the third Wednesday of each month at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. So we'd love to have you come in and join us and visit us and see if this is a networking group that would work for you. You can find out more about us at networklasvegas.com. Again, networklasvegas.com. It's right at the top of the screen as well. You can see it there. But we'd love to have you come visit with us, see if this fit is a fit, and have you join us. As I said, that once a month we do a live networking event, and this month's event is going to be on March 22nd. It will be at the Sterling Club here in Las Vegas from 5 to 7 p.m. And during that event is where we always highlight and host and spotlight one of the local charities. So today we have Will Edwards, who is with us from the Three Square Food Bank organization. So welcome, Will. How are you today?
Hey Stan, thank you so much for having us, and to you and Robin, thank you for thinking of us. This is quite exciting. Thank you. I'm doing
Absolutely,
great. Doing great.
absolutely.
That answers the question.
That's great. No worries. That's great. It's our pleasure. So tell us a little bit about Three Square. I assume, we sometimes think that everybody knows who we are because we're, large and been around for a long time and so forth, but it's amazing how many people don't know, right? So tell
It's
us a
true.
little bit about Three Square.
Well, Three Square was born in 2007, and it is Southern Nevada's only uh, food bank and largest hunger relief organization. We service four counties: Lincoln, Nye, Esmeralda, and Clark counties. And we do that through a network of 8 community partners, or we call them agency partners, where we acquire the food and then we get it to them, and then they then distribute it to their uh, to their clientele.
Wow,
That's it in a
that see,
nutshell.
in that just that little introduction, I learned more than I thought I knew. I was just thinking Clark County, but you guys are serving four counties.
That is correct.
That's pretty amazing. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Tell us a little bit about you. How did you become to be, I guess, come to be a part of Three Square, and a little bit about you and your role and what it is that you do there.
Well, I will kind of make this short, a little Reader's Digest version of the whole thing. But many moons ago, I had a late night talk show that was on my LV TV called The Will Edwards Show. It was his only late night variety talk show. And at that time, Three Square was our charity of choice because for every dollar that we donated, Three Square could provide three wholesome meals, and 94 cents on every dollar goes back into the fight against hunger. So you just can't beat that. So we picked them. Time went on, the show ended, and I just thought to myself, well, what do you want to do now? And I thought, I want to go to Three Square. I want to, I let's see if I can get in the door somewhere. And I did. And I've been here for 4 years. I am the marketing outreach specialist here. I have three main components that I work on for Three Square. One of them is Las Vegas Restaurant Week. I organize and manage that. I cultivate and I oversee the Culinary Council, which is made up of local chefs and F&B industry professionals. And I am also over third-party fundraising events, which means that if somebody wants to do a fundraiser or raise money for Three Square outside of Three Square, I'm their man.
You're a busy guy.
It never stops, Dan. It never stops.
You are a busy guy. It looks like you got things going on all the time. So that is fantastic. So, and it looks like you're doing a fantastic job with it. So tell me this, the hunger. I mean, we tend to know that, and we know that there are some people who are struggling, right, from a financial standpoint, and it's tough putting food on the table and so forth. But I think it probably goes over most people's head as to how much of a problem is it really, right? Because you know how it is in the world. If it doesn't really impact us, it kind of doesn't exist, right? So
Yes.
what information can you share with us with regard to that? How big is the problem?
Well, believe it or not, there's about 363,000 Southern Nevadans who struggle with hunger. That breaks down to 1 in 6 Southern Nevadans are food insecure, which means that they don't know where the next meal is coming from, and 1 in 4 children or child lives in a food insecure home. So the situation is interesting, and I'll say this to everyone: even when people are working, they could be food insecure, or you're on your street. You walk down the street, 6 houses. That 6 house, there's somebody in there who might be food insecure. We just don't know it. So we do our best to make this to make food available, because hunger is a problem that can be solved. It really is.
Wow. So, I mean, those are startling statistics. They really are, because I don't think that I think that most people just really are not aware that the hunger problem is that prevalent, that it's that big, right? So,
Well, I'll say this, Dan, too, is that some people don't realize that you know these are working families.
mhm.
These are parents who might have lost their jobs on at a casino, and now trying to figure out how to keep the everything afloat, how to make ends meet. It could be a veteran who is just getting back and trying to figure something out. It could be a senior who came to Vegas to retire, and maybe the spouse passed away, and now they're all alone, and they're not the breadwinners, and they're trying to figure it out. And of course, you have children and homeless teens and the homeless as well. So there's a lot of people that we serve, and I think the misconception is that we only serve the homeless, but we do everybody. If you
Mhm.
need it, there's somewhere to get food from.
Wow. So for a person that might be watching that says, "Wow, I didn't know that this kind of a place existed," how would they get in touch in terms of maybe getting some assistance?
Well, they can go to threesquare.org, and that's spelled out THREESQUARE.org. On the website, there are 2 buttons. One button says Get Help, and one button says Give Help.
Hmm.
So if you are looking for assistance and you're trying to find out where you can get food, hit Get Help, and there is a list of pantries and distributions. There is also a map where you can put in your zip code, and it will let you know who's around you that either has a pantry or is doing a drive up distribution.
That is fantastic. All right. So we have that on the screen, threesquare.org, so that people can go to that for help, to get help or to give help. And we'll talk a little
Correct.
bit more about that in just a little bit here. Tell me this, in terms of the kinds of, you said that you guys do as much as you can to help. And so what kinds of campaigns or activities and whatnot is it that Three Square does to be able to help people?
So we like I said in the beginning, we connect with almost about 180 different community partners who either have a uh, a space to do a drive-through distribution, or they have a pantry that they are serving to their clients. But most of the food that is given out is purchased by Three Square. And because Three Square is a member of Feeding America and that network of food banks, our dollar goes a little further than if you just took a dollar and went over to Smith's or Walmart neighborhood market. Um, so we're always fundraising throughout the year. That never ends. We have four major annual campaigns that we do each year. One is called Bag Childhood Hunger, which will start from May to April, where you donate for our childhood nutrition programs. June 6th to the 17th is Las Vegas Restaurant Week, where we encourage our restaurants in the community to create a three-course prefixed menu. And part of the proceeds from the sale of that meal will go back into the fight against hunger. There's another one, which I have to pull this over. Oh, Hunger Action Month is in September, all of September, Hunger Action Month. That is a national campaign that comes down through Feeding America. But during that month, we really try to highlight and advocate for the hunger problem and donations as well. And then we have our holiday match, which runs from November to the last day of December. And during that time, your donations could be doubled when you donate. But I just want to say one thing is that I know everybody loves to donate during the holidays, and we do for wholeheartedly appreciate it. But I want you to keep in mind that hunger does not stop after the holidays. Hunger happens all year round. It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care what you're doing. It doesn't care, what side of town you live on. It is there, and it's going to take advantage. So getting involved is great, and it helps us a lot. We need volunteers. We need money. We need all of that kind of stuff, because you can't feed 363,000 people without some help.
You went right into my next question is in terms of how would people get involved, right? And so we know that one way is the first step might be to go right to the website and click on the give button, right?
That's
and
right. That's
so
right.
so tell us about that. What all can they do if they don't have money to give or any
Sure.
of that? What are some other ways to give?
You can give your time and you can volunteer. We have a program called Kids Cafe, which is the after school meal program where we team up with after school programs like Safe Key and 21st Century, and we provide a meal for the kids who are in those programs. Unfortunately, sometimes it's the last meal that child will have if they live in a food insecure home. So we have volunteers that pack those lunches, so we could use volunteers there. We also have volunteers that sort produce and different foods and that sort of a thing. So you can give your time if you don't have money. And keep in mind, $1, a $1 donation will provide 3 wholesome meals. So even if you have $1, you can donate $1, and we'll be very happy to get that meal out to our hungry neighbors out there. You can also host events benefiting Three Square. You could do a virtual food drive that benefits Three Square. You can donate and become a sponsor for any of our campaigns throughout the year. That is another way that you can come aboard. But getting the word out to your network helps us a great deal, because now more people will know that there is a problem here and that there is ways that we can fight this fight together.
Yeah, and that's a 360 plus thousand problem, right? Of
Yeah.
helping people to really solve and overcome this hunger issue. So, wow, you've really shed some amazing light on this that most of us just were not aware of at all. And just keep in mind, for anybody watching this, $1 really serves 3 meals, and so that's huge. I mean, that really, you get a lot of bang for that dollar. So if somebody who's watching and they want to donate the money, then they just go to 3square.org and click on the give button, and there's an opportunity right there of how they can give, right?
That is correct.
Okay, perfect. Very good. I appreciate you being here today and spending some time with us. Now, are there any last words before we sign off? I know you mentioned Restaurant Week, so maybe let's talk about that a little bit, and anything else you want to mention.
So so Restaurant Week is my baby, everybody. It is. I am the guy who is behind it, and I guess I'm the project manager of it. My team definitely helps here in marketing a lot on this. So I just can't be like, oh, it's me and this is my success and that's it. But I will say that it is a fantastic opportunity to get out, to visit restaurants that maybe you've always wanted to visit and you've never really done it because, man, it's so expensive and so forth. But each of the restaurants that are participating in Restaurant Week, they agree to create a 3-course prefix menu that runs between $20 and $80 per meal. So you will find also that there are a lot of neighborhood restaurants as well as strip restaurants that are participating. So we are doing our very best to cover all the bases and to hopefully be able to say that there is a restaurant in your neighborhood there should be one in your neighborhood that's participating in Restaurant Week. And when you go and you dine, the restaurant will give us either $4, $5, or $6 back on that meal so that we can continue to fight and clear that 363,000 to zero at some point.
Wow. Now, if there's a restaurant that happens to be watching this and they want to participate in Restaurant Week, how do they go about doing that?
There's my email address right there.
Okay.
Will Edwards at 3square, W Edwards, I'm sorry, at 3square.org. Reach out to me, and then we'll get you all set up. It's easier than you think. But Restaurant Week, this is our 15th year of doing Restaurant Week, and it's just I just love the program so much, and I think it really speaks to of our community and how we come together and we galvanize around helping our hungry neighbors. I can't say more about that.
It sounds like a fantastic program, and it sounds like it is a win-win for everyone. So that by itself makes it just sound really special. And it's kind of like, well, why would you not participate, right? So maybe even just try and find a restaurant that's participating. If you're going to go out and eat anyway, go find one of the participating restaurants. How would people find that? Would they find it on the website on
They will not find it on 3square.org. It will be restaurantweeklv.org.
Okay.
And the list of participants will be live May 23rd, which is 2 weeks before the event begins. In addition to the restaurants, we also have a special promotion section, and that's for those smaller F&B restaurants or coffee shops or bakeries that want to get involved, and they will provide a special promotion. So if it's a pizza place, he'll say, for every slice of pizza that we sell during Restaurant Week, we will give back $3 or $2 or $1.
Okay. So it's restaurantlv.org.
Restaurantweeklv.org.
Okay, great. Restaurantweeklv.org. All right, perfect. So one of the things that might be great for you to do is after this broadcast is over is to then go find this broadcast. I did give you some links, and put that link down in the comments of this video so that anybody that's looking for that will be able to find it.
Will do. Will do.
Okay. All right. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. This was fun. It was very enlightening for us, to say the least. And then hopefully anybody watching this can come join Will and the rest of the Network Las Vegas team at the Sterling Club. That will be on Tuesday, the 22nd. So depending on when you're watching this, it may or may not have passed. Hopefully you're seeing this before the 22nd. And come and join the team and meet Will and meet others and hang out and find a way to participate, especially in that restaurantweeklv.org and go there to participate in that. But just remembering that $1 goes a long way, and every dollar counts. It all matters to the organization.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
all right.
Thank you, Stan, so much. I appreciate it, and I hope to meet you face to face at some point soon.
Absolutely. I'm sure we're going to have to figure out how to make that happen for sure. Right. So,
Exactly.
All right. Take care, and we'll see everyone on our next broadcast.
Thank you.